Welcome back to another video, little chat. We didn't have one last week because I was away from home and I didn't get myself organised to do one before I went. So here we are. Muffin has interrupted me trying to record this, and this is now my fourth attempt, and my thought process is completely gone and I can't remember what things I was going to talk about, or maybe I thought I was going to talk about things and now I don't feel like it, or I can't remember them. So you're just having, what do you call it, a flow of consciousness from my soul, which won't be very interesting, but it is what it is. So Muffin's sitting on the windowsill and I'm sure he'll put in an appearance. Dave looked after him while I went away for a few nights, and although I think Muffin likes Dave, he's definitely happy to have me home, and he's just clinging to me like he never wants to let me go. So he's everywhere I go in the house, Muffin goes. If I do go away for a longer period of time, which I hope to do at some point, to go to Japan and the UK and a little bit of Europe, I have no idea what I'm going to do with him. Probably have to put him in a boarding facility, but I don't know how I'd cope with that. Pet sitter maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it'll all work out. Everything always does. Everything always works out. I have found. Now, that reminds me, here's my mug. I think it's probably the last mug that I will introduce, because I'm not actively going to go out looking for mugs to show you. That would be silly. And I think you've seen all my mugs now, which, considering there's really only one of me most of the time, is, I've got quite a lot, haven't I? This one is another, is it Emma Bridgewater, I think it is, from the UK, and it is a domestic fowl. So it has a turkey, and it has a Indian runner duck, a nice cuckoo marang cockerel, and a Chinese goose. What's down there? What is down there? A guinea fowl. And I see, a male and female guinea fowl. And then the last thing is a little dove. I don't know anyone who keeps doves, but I do know people who keep all the others on here. In fact, I had a turkey for a while myself, a white one, but she kept escaping out of my garden or yard and walking all over the town, and people would be putting things on Facebook saying, is anyone missing a turkey? Her name was Cinnamon, and it just got really hard trying to contain her. And like, you can clip their wings so that they can't fly. You don't see turkeys flying in the sky, but they can definitely fly up into a tree or up over a fence. But I didn't like to do that in case a fox, they need to be able to get away from a fox. So she had to literally go and live on the farm. She is living on the farm. She didn't go and be somebody's Sunday dinner. And now I just have some hens, none of which are cuckoo marang, but they're quite nice hens anyway. I have, I should show you a video one day of the hens, but I have Megan, who is a white Sussex. I have Little Brown, who was a little brown chick that hatched here, and she's just a brown kind of game hen. I have, who else do I have? I have Margaret, who's my new chicken, who arrived. I don't think I told you about that. Yeah, there you go. When I was getting ready to go to Sydney, there was this hen on my front lawn, clucking away and being very friendly, but it wasn't mine. So I took a photograph of her and let Dave know that this wasn't my chicken, in case people started saying, oh, one of Helen's chooks has got out. But she's actually ended up going into my back garden and living with my other girls. So we've got Megan and Margaret. I've got Brenda, who's like a white white and brown sort of game hen. I've got, oh, I can't remember. I know I've got 5 of them. That's terrible, isn't it? Little Brown, Megan and Margaret, and the other 2. Phoebe, I think, is the white and brown one, and I can't remember her name. Poor things. Anyway, they haven't been laying over the winter, but they've just started laying now because we're over the shortest day, and the days are getting longer. Well, I'm assuming they've started laying. Everyone else's chickens have started laying, but I can't find where they're laying their eggs. They're hiding them, so I need to have an egg hunt. So I like having chickens. It's nice and relaxing watching them, but they do cause work. You have to go hunting for their eggs, and you have to make sure they've got decent food. You have to check them over for diseases, and you have to treat them to make sure they haven't got mites, and you have to worm them regularly. So I think you end up, it's definitely not a case of now eggs have got expensive, I'm going to get free eggs, because that really isn't how it works. But when I do get eggs, and when I work out where they are, I get all pretty colours. I get some like pale grey ones and different coloured brown ones, almost pale pink, and they make lovely little friendly noises. So my friend Josie that I stayed with in Sydney, she made me very welcome for the first night, and after my long drive it was nice and relaxing and comfy. And she has a chicken that comes in through her cat flap into the house, so that was really funny in the morning. Chicken, walk, 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 walk. Now, mine don't come in the house. I mean, they would if they could, but I don't have a cat flap, so they can't. I don't think Muffin would learn to use a cat flap. He's just not smart enough. He's so stupid. Like, that's not an insult. I think he was actually brain damaged as a child, or as a kitten. What else am I going to tell you? It's 7.5 minutes of me rambling on about chickens. Completely off the topic, but did you know that it's illegal to have a hamster in Australia? There you go. You can keep chickens, you can keep cats, which devastate the local wildlife. I mean, I have one, but it's illegal. There's no hamsters. You can't have a hamster, and you can't have a gerbil. Why do I say hamster as if it has a P? Hamster. Is it hamster? You can't have a hamster. I think it's hamster. Anyway, I don't know why I call it hamster. What do you call it? It's probably like the tortoise thing. I grew up saying tortoise, and I had to change it to tortoise because when I moved away from the northwest, where I think everyone calls it a tortoise, or maybe it was when I moved from England, people say tortoise. A tortoise. I think the Queen probably used to say tortoise and not a tortoise. I don't know about hamster. Hamster. I don't know. Interesting. I do get caught up on trying to pronounce things and words and their meanings and origins. I'll talk to you about that one day because it fascinates me. Look, I've done 9 minutes of rambling on about nothing, so I'm going to say goodbye. Have a lovely week. I don't think you got to see Muffin this week, did you? What you doing? Oh, sitting in the sunshine. Or you can just maybe see his little nose. His little nose. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, I'll go. Bye bye. Have a good week.